Yes, good morning, my friends and families on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope everybody's ready to go into this week and crush it. So, let me start again by welcoming everybody to Up and At It with Paul Gumbel. It's been a while we did a series. The last series I did was a servant leadership series, which lasted for we took 5 weeks. So I decided, let's go into another series. So I came up with this series, which I titled, What is Your Story? Everybody you see out there have a story. If you follow my Facebook, profile, you will see that I posted quite a few stuff this past week about, what's your story? Everybody have a story. So what is your story? Ask yourself that question. What is your story? Everybody you see out there have a story. Everybody you see out there have achieved some kind of success. And everybody you see out there has failed in some areas. So what is your story? So I'm going to title this, What is Your Story, Part 1. So let me start by telling you guys a little bit of a story about a madman, which was a lunatic, a blind man, and a dead man. So there was a time, long years ago, a lunatic, a madman, walking on the street, picking up trash, talking to himself, people looking at him, running away from him. In his mind, he was like, why is the world treating me like this? Why am I mad? Why am I a lunatic? Why do I have mental issues? So while he was walking down the street, he came across a blind man who was being helped. Then when he looked at the blind man, he was like, oh God, I thank you. I'm mad. I'm a lunatic, but I can see. Then goes the blind man, complaining, I'm blind, I can't see, I can't do anything by myself. People have to hold my hands to cross the road. People have to help me to do stuff. Complaining. Then on his way going down the street, there was a dead man laying down on the street. Then the blind man was like, what's going on? They were like, oh, there's a dead man laying down there. Then the blind man now says, God, I thank you. I know I'm blind, but I have a life. So what does that mean? What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, you might think your situation is the worst right now, but when you listen to other people's story, you will realize yours is nothing. So in this series, we're going to be looking at, what is your story? What do you do? How can you use your story to help you to get to where you need to get to as a person, as a leader, and as a mentor? So it says you might be going through tough times right now, but tough times do not last, but tough people do. So again, this series, I'm going to be drawing some of my notes from Leslie Brown. So when you think about your goals and belief, it is your mindset. Your mindset determines how far you go. So develop a driven mindset. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I want you to know that you are going to make it. That is Leslie Brown. So everybody you see out there have a story. What is your story? I want you to stick with me throughout this series, because we're going to be breaking down how we can use our past to help shape where we're going to. Sometimes in life, things happen for a reason. I've said this so many times. So don't allow what happens to you work against you. Use what happened to you to your own favor. So you might be thinking the whole world is turning upside down on you right now. But when you sit down and you listen to somebody else's story, you will understand that your issue is even nothing. Everybody you see out there have a story, but you're not going to know till you have the opportunity to sit with them and then listen to what they got. Then you will look at yourself like, oh, wow, I need to shut up. You know, so stories, when we talk about stories, it doesn't have to be a negative story. It doesn't have to be, it has to be, it can be a positive story. We all have experience that we've had in life that either shape what we do or shape make us who we are and how we carry ourselves. So, what is your story? So I'm going to stop this part 1 here right now. We're going to be going into part 2 next Monday. So I want you to understand that everything happened for a reason. You might not be where you want to be right now, but I want you to know that you're not where you used to be. So if I don't leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. So my challenge for you today is go out there and be that tough person. And together we're going to crush whatever it is that is in front of us. So I hope you have a very good rest of the day and a very good rest of the week. If nobody has said it to you yet, let me be the first person to tell you. I believe in you and I trust you and I know you can be whatever you want to be. But stay humble, stay hungry, and don't stop hustling. Thank you guys. One love, and I will see you guys next Monday. Thank you.